What's happening, everyone? Time for another malt review. Have a beautiful peated Scotch here from Ledaig. This is the Ledaig 18-year-old. It is bottled at 46.3% ABV, 18 years old, non-chill filtered, and it is matured in bourbon casks and then finished in EX sherry casks. So it's finished in some sherry. And yeah, this has been breathing here for a good 15 to 20 minutes. And on the nose, I love their corks. Very, very cool. And I have to bring up the price. Get this from the UK, as you can see from the sticker there. And it comes out to about $80 or so, $85 or so for an 18-year-old peated Scotch from Ledaig. I mean, you're not going to beat that price. Let's find out how the quality is. We obviously love the Ledaig 10, and here's a big step up with the 18 in terms of age. I have to say the first thing that I really like about this is the elegance and finesse that you have gotten. So it shows that it's been aged in quality casks. It shows that the spirit was quality. There's nothing off-putting. There's just this nice elegance and finesse. And there's a lot going on here. There's this bonfire smoke, like a salty fish. I eat a good amount of salty fish, so I'm very familiar with that. Salty olives, seaweed, leather, tobacco, good amount of peat, fishnets. But it's also fruity. You get lemon and grapefruit, apricot and apple, a little honey sweetness and some melon. Yeah, it's nice. Very nice, very nice. I love the elegance. The peat's is very much there. It's got that smokiness on the palate. On the palate, the peat really shows up, but it is refined and elegant, as an 18-year-old Scotch should be. I love that it's amped up to 46.3. The oiliness shows. It's got this ashiness, that burnt bonfire element is definitely there. There's like this char thing going. Definitely that seaweed, that salty fish I mentioned, and the olives. It's less of like the sweet lemon. It's less of the sweet honey and melon. It's a little bit almost more like lemon and grapefruit is there, but it's a little bit more bitter. It's less sweet on the palate, but those fruity elements are there for sure. The peat elements definitely dominate more on the palate versus the nose, which is common. A little bit of like a roasted nuttiness now on the palate, coming through on the finish. Yeah, really nice. I'm going to add a drop of water. Should we go 2 drops? Let's go 2 drops. 2 drops of water. Two drops of water here. Let's see if it opens up some more brighter fruits. Definitely makes it brighter. The apricot, melon, honey come out more. Can even argue a little pineapple. That apple. That beautiful elegance and the peaty elements are still there. Very nice on the palate. I think the palate really likes 1 or 2 drops of water, as it's so much sweeter. There's 2 reasons why it's a little sweeter on the palate. 1 is the couple drops of water. 2 is you integrate your palate with the peat first, and then on second sip, more of those luscious flavors tend to come through. So when you're drinking a peated whiskey, first sip, you're going to experience more of the peat. Second sip, you're still going to experience peat, of course, but those fruits that you perhaps got on the nose will shine a little bit more on the second and third sip than they tend to do on the first sip. Beautiful. I like this with a couple drops of water, actually a little better. You don't want to add too much. 46.3 is just bottled just right. So you don't want to lower that too much, but it allows for those apricots and that melon, a little bit of that lemon and grapefruit to develop a little bit more sweetness. Brightness tends to come out a little bit more. Love the salty fish, love the salty olives. Almost like a bonfire smoke. Sounds off-putting, but almost like cigarette ash, tobacco. Definitely there as well. As the sweetness fades, those peat elements tend to kind of linger on the finish. More here in the back, a little bit of leather as well on the back. This is an excellent whiskey. You're getting an 18-year-old from a great distillery, bottled at a good ABV, and it's being sold for about 80 pounds. Take the VAT out. With the low exchange rate, it becomes about $80 US as well. I have a very good feeling that this will double in price soon. I don't know if soon as 6 months, a year, year and a half, but I would always say that the Talisker 18 was the best buying whiskey because it was always around 75 to 80 pounds. Somewhere around there, if I remember correctly. So similarly priced to this. Now it's 175 pounds, so it doubled in price. So the Talisker 18 doubled in price. Is no longer a great value because you could get something like this now for the same price as the old. So I feel like this has replaced the Talisker 18. This is a little bit more peaty than the Talisker was, but both excellent, excellent whiskeys. If I had to score this, it's an 87 out of 100 for me, and I think at the price, it's one of those where I would like a backup bottle of as well. It's a very strong 87, absolutely great value and a great, great whiskey, and that's why I wanted to make sure to get this review out for everyone. If you like Ledaig 10, don't sleep on the 18 and grab yourself a bottle before prices go up. I have no doubt they probably will. Hopefully they don't. We'll see. Let us know in the comments. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried this whiskey. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. And we'll see you soon for many more reviews. Slàinte.